Frost Museum of Science has a little something for everyone over the next few weeks and months. And here's Dr. Angela Colbert with what you need to check out. Dr. Angela, good to have you back on the show. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's a long time.
It's too long, too long. But I appreciate the Valentine's Day sort of festive vibe that you got going on.
I like to keep up with the holiday season.
We should bring you on for every holiday and see if you like dress like for Arbor Day, like if you just wear brown like a tree or whatever. All right, so the Frost Museum of Science has some really cool stuff coming up the end of February. What do we got?
So we have our Innovation and Engineering Weekend, which is February 19th through the 22nd, and it's going to be jam-packed with a lot of really exciting activities for all different kinds of interest and lots of different kinds of people.
So what is is there sort of like an underlying theme, like a common thread? What would that be?
There is. So this year the theme for it is building the city of the future. So we're really focusing on where is Miami going, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, what kind of city will it be like to live in? And that's what we're really focusing on. So there's actually 4 topic areas we're exploring, which is architecture and design, energy, environment, and transportation as focus areas for people to explore this aspect.
So give me like the cheat sheet, like the Cliff Notes. Where is Miami going in 50 years and 100 years?
That's a really big question.
Listen, I know. And if you could shorten it into like a 60-second answer, that would be perfect.
I think it's going to go in a really cool and interesting place. I can only speak for myself, obviously.
Sure.
But I think you're going to see really innovative designs, a huge boom in the tech industry that's going to come here, a big influence from Latin America, and then you're going to see really innovative designs to deal with sea level rise and changes in the water.
I appreciate, by the way, that you keep saying, I'm going to see it. Like, I'm going to be here in 50 years.
That's right.
And 100 years.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
We all are.
We all are, yeah. All right, what is this? Participants can share their thoughts on the city of the future with Gale Studio. Tell us about them.
That's a really cool aspect of the weekend. So we're building a new museum, as many people know, and if you don't, we're building a new museum in downtown Miami. And so with that, we're going to have a whole innovation center. And so we're really looking at that one to try to get feedback from the public on what you want to see in it. And so around this whole idea of building the city of the future, we brought in Gale Studio, which is a world-renowned architecture firm. And they're coming in and they're actually you'll have a chance to, on a giant wall in the museum, actually give your opinion on things you like and what you're envisioning and how you see the Miami of the future.
Wow, so you get to sort of play architect, engineer, designer.
Right.
Pretty cool.
And so you get to explore those different topics, see what you want to see, and then let us know what you see the role of the museum moving forward too.
And then if somebody comes up with something particularly cool and interesting, is that going to make its way into the actual
It very well could. It very well could.
Yeah. Is there a credit waiver that anyone has to sign?
No. But, it's just the free flow of ideas and making sure we're giving Miami what they want to see.
You sort of went all like sort of nice and altruistic, and I went all sort of like protecting my ideas and commercialization.
I'm sure that will happen in the city of the future too.
Yes, I'm sure, quite sure it will. All right, Science Up Close, Thursday, February 19th. What is the story?
Science Up Close is really cool because it's a way you have casual science conversations. So it's not the traditional lecture that you see a lot, and that's kind of turns a lot of people off from hearing about science. It's much more approachable, and so it's geared towards adults. And you come, we have Windward Brewery that's going to be there, so they'll be providing the beverages.
Right.
And we have Frost School of Music that will also be there providing the atmosphere, and it's just this really cool way. And the speaker is actually the Dean of the School of Architecture, Rudolph L. Curry, and he's going to be talking about inhabiting the Internet of Things, which is basically embedded technologies everywhere in our future. So like an oven that talks to, your bed and stuff like that. Just really crazy, cool ideas.
What would your oven say to your bed? I'm fascinated by that.
That's probably not the best example.
Hey, you left me on. Get out of
bed.
And come
There you go.
off.
There you go. Yeah.
But that's good. If you ever leave the oven on and then go to bed, it would be nice to get a reminder.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of the really cool things more is like a blanket that tells you how well you're sleeping at night.
Wow.
Yeah, so these are the kinds of thoughts about how it could be in the future, which is cooler than an oven talking to your bed.
I think the oven talking to the bed actually pretty awesome. Yeah, especially you could program it before you go to sleep.
Right.
And it could wake you up with your, your breakfast.
Maybe it could wake you up with the coffee maker. If
Oh,
you didn't
man.
sleep well, coffee already ready, that would be amazing.
You should write that down.
I should.
And then you guys have a Pechakucha event?
Yes, you said it right. Yes.
Pechakucha. What is that?
Pechakucha. So this is actually part of the global Pechakucha nights. So there'll be Pechakuchas happening throughout the entire world, and we're the host for Miami.
Right.
Which is kind of cool. But really what it's about is a Pechakucha is a type of presentation style that came from Japan, and you show 20 images, and the slides are only on the image for 20 seconds, and it automatically progresses. So basically, a speaker only gets like 6.5 minutes to get through whatever they're talking about. And so we have 5 different speakers for that. And what you're going to get to do is see the 4 different topics, so architecture and design, energy, environment, and transportation, as well as a sneak peek of some of the new museum stuff we're doing.
You guys have a lot going on.
We do.
Seriously, it's crazy. The Pechakucha event is Friday the 20th.
It is.
Yeah.
And with that, there'll also be a maker's activity going on where you can build your own pottery. And actually, it's going to get fired in a raccoon kiln outside in our parking lot, so you can watch it get like
nice.
Cooked.
But you were encouraging people not to reenact the scene from Ghost.
Please do not. Although we might have the song going on in the background to get the mood going, no promises, no promises.
And then the rest of the weekend, there's some stuff popping as well, right?
There is. So the whole weekend, it's 2 full days, Saturday and Sunday, February 21st and 22nd. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., so the full hours that the museum is open. There's going to be so many different activities going on. There'll be the wall that you can interact with that we talked about earlier. There'll be, the underline will be there talking about bikes transportation in the future for Miami. We actually have an E-Prix Formula One e-car, so an electric version of the Formula One cars that are going to become racing through Miami here. And then we have solar energy coming in. We're actually going to do some solar cooking, which will be really cool if you've never tried it. It tastes, apparently, from what I've heard, really good. So we'll have to put that to the test.
Okay.
We have ocean energy coming in, talking about how ocean currents can be the future. All sorts of environment challenges from sea level rise that we're dealing with, how engineers are coming up with solutions for that. You can try your hands at some different things. A bunch of maker activities, building recyclable material and repurposing it into furniture. A whole 3D immersive environment where you actually get to put on 3D goggles and see what it's like and kind of walk through different scenarios. And even more than that.
Even more than that, yes, right, including the 3D printer that you're going to have.
Yes, the 3D printer. So this is an example of something that was printed 3D. So it's like this little bowl thing, which is really cool, and these are some examples too.
So what you did, by the way, was genius, because I'm supposed to ask you about spring, but we've talked so much about so many great things that now I have to invite you back very soon to talk about spring.
Wonderful.
So thank you for dropping all this knowledge and subsequently getting yourself a recurring appointment on the show.
It sounds great.
Well played. Well, are we building a bridge?
We are. So this is one of the challenges. Yeah, you're supposed to try to build a bridge, the strongest bridge you can come up with. So it's your turn to be the innovative engineer.
We'll do it in the commercial. I will probably lose. But so good to see you again, and I guess I'm seeing you soon to talk about the spring, right?
Sounds great.
All right.